my job, or reasons you should quit your job, toxic work environment, all of those things.
Hey, this is India with Bags and Lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching this video. So I know you guys have been seeing the videos where it's like, I quit my job, or reasons you should quit your job, toxic work environment, all of those things. And it seems like everybody is leaving their jobs and going out on their own. Well, this video is going to be counter to that. And I'm going to give you 5 points on why you should consider staying at your job instead of leaving your job. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. First off, I want to say I in no way have any issues with somebody leaving their job. I think you should absolutely do what works for you. Sometimes where you're set up is not where you need to be. Maybe you've outgrown where you are and you need to find a change. Those are all reasons to warrant either switching roles, switching companies, or going out on your own. I just want to give another argument because it does seem like a lot more often you see people saying I'm leaving, and it's warranted. And I just want to give an argument for why maybe you should stay. Okay, stay working for somebody else, that is. You don't have to stay at your current job, but let's get into it so I don't go down a rabbit hole. So first up is going to be, if you are a person who is not entrepreneurial and you do not want to leave, you probably want to stay where you are, or basically stay working for someone else. Reason I say that is, in order to go out on your own, you have to have a certain level of entrepreneurial spirit in you. You also have to be able to be a leader. Whether or not you want to remain a company of one, if you go out on your own and stay that way forever, you still are going to get to a point where at some point you're going to need someone to help you out, either full-time, part-time, or just ad hoc. And you have to be able to delegate, organize information to send to them, communicate, and lead them through and instruct them through what you want them to do. That entails you being a leader. Or if you have these grand ideas of going out on your own and growing this company to a large corporation or a medium-sized company, what have you, or even a small mom and pop type of operation, that means there will be people that work for you. And if you are not willing to lead, you should not be working for yourself. Some people may disagree with that, but those are quick arguments for why, yeah. Anyway, so also the entrepreneurial spirit out there too. So if your main concern is, I want to earn more money, you don't necessarily have to go out on your own for that, because now there is no ceiling when you work for yourself, but that doesn't mean everybody should work for themselves. If everybody worked for themselves, then these companies that we have here would not be running, because they need workers. So workers should be paid well, well enough to live, but everybody is not going to work for themselves. It just does not work out that way. I'll leave it at that. Okay, I'm going to try something new. I'm not going to say if. I'm going to say you're at this portion of the video. So thank you so much for watching. So you already saw my intro. You already saw one of my topics. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. That would be greatly appreciated. If you feel led to do it, please go ahead and subscribe. I would really appreciate that also. But also engage with me in the comments down below. I love videos every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, as well as every other Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So definitely you get 6 videos a month. If I'm feeling froggy, I will get more. I will do more, but that is a schedule that I have stuck to and feel most comfortable with. So definitely please go ahead and come back. I talk about career-related topics, lifestyle-related topics, fashion-related topics. So I run a little bit of a mixture here. So I hope you are enjoying it. If you got some suggestions, throw those down below too. I do take suggestions, and if I can do them, I will put them in my plans to record that video. So thank you, and continue to watch. So next up is going to be, if you are not willing to sacrifice your time, get on your grind and get where you need to go, whether that's grow your business, start your business, keep it running, pivoting, then you need to remain working for someone else. The reason I say that is because the benefit of you being able to be at your job is the fact that at the end of your shift, at the end of your project, whatever, however you have your job structured, you're done, you get to walk away and relax. Now, that doesn't mean that maybe your stuff ends at 40 hours. Maybe it ends at 50 hours or 60 hours for some people. But at the fact that you get to say, I'm done and I'm going to walk off. Whereas if you are on your own, when you stop turning that wheel, the wheel stops. And that is completely on you. It is all on you to drive those sales, drive those purchases, partnerships, or whatever is going to allow you to be able to pay your bills. And what looks very glamorous, I have a husband who's an entrepreneur for the past 15 years, and I have a father who has been an entrepreneur pretty much all his since I've been born. So with all that said, it takes a lot of work. And what looks glamorous to you is a lot of grinding behind the scenes. What you have not seen is maybe that person is able to take 2 weeks or a month off because they've been able to grind and get their job to the point, or their company to the point where they can benefit from certain things like that. However, you may see somebody who's able to take off 3 hours in the middle of the day to go run to the grocery store and pick their kids up from the school or wherever. But what you are not seeing is that that person is declining activities with their friends at times. That person is working super late at night to catch up on certain things because they took off earlier in the day. That person is working a whole lot the month before to close deals so that way they can get revenue for 2 months from now. So just know that it's just not easy peasy Georgia squeezy. Just saying. So if you're not willing to do that, then you probably want to work for somebody else because you're going to need to do that because the buck stops with you pretty much. Next, if you want to enjoy the stability of not having to figure everything out, when you work for yourself and your tech goes awry and or somebody hacks your website, guess what? It's not like you can call IT and say, at your job and say, hey, I need you to fix my computer. Guess what? You got to fix it. You got to pay to fix it. You got to find somebody to fix it. It all starts and ends with you. So if you don't have that in you to be able to figure out at the last umpteenth hour, everything has went down the tubes and now you got to figure it out. Everybody's looking at you saying, what are you going to do? How do we fix this? How do we make this better? Then you may want to rethink going out on your own. Now, maybe the job that you have allows you to have a side hustle on the side because you have extra money or the time allows you to do that. That is something where maybe you enjoy that stability of your 9 to 5, a regular income coming in, and the weekends where you don't really want to work that side hustle, you don't have to. You already have income coming in. Or that hobby that could possibly turn into a business, or if that side hustle is already making you some money, maybe you just like the fact that you have this stable check coming in, and then you also have the side hustle money coming in, and you just really like it like that. That's totally fine. Now, when I say stability of a job, I realize that at least for the United States, the way that our labor laws work in a lot of states it's basically right to work. So basically, Monday you can have a job and Tuesday you could not. So when I say the stability, I'm just saying in general. So don't take it so literal when I say that. But that's what I mean by that when I mean stability. All that to say, if you got a thing running where you're like, you have your side hustle, you're making extra money, and you have your 9 to 5, and you're okay with grinding and grooving, sometimes you work for a company. So there's going to be decisions made that you may not like, you may not necessarily be excited about, but overall, it's a good setup for you. Then keep doing it. Why do you have to leave? Don't feel influenced to do what it seems like most people are doing, because that may not be the case, or that may not be what is going to work for your life. And if you enjoy segregating into that, if you enjoy a controlled space for you to learn skills and grow, and by that I mean under the umbrella of a company or corporation where you're able to learn from someone else at your job, apply for a different role, expand your skills, take on something else, or even that means benefiting from your company, paying for a certification or paying for you to go back to school, then these are reasons why you may want to stay where you are, or work for another company that will help you do those things you want to do, like grow, get a certification, so forth. So that would also be a reason why you would want to stay at your job. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was a help counter argument. Like I was saying, I am not saying that it's bad for you to leave your job, and I'm not saying that it's good for you to stay. That has to be a decision you make for yourself, a well thought out decision. So you really need to think about, what do you want, what is making you happy, and what changes you need to make to do that. And maybe that means go out on your own. Maybe that means find another role within the company you work for, or maybe that means go to another company. Make that choice for you, as well informed as you possibly can. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.